today we are still playing Elden Ring, and if you can see, I just started Grail, I think her name is, the mother of dragons, and that dragon keeps looking at me. I don't know everything about the lore of Elden Ring, I don't claim to, and I know I'm about to get the hell away from that dragon that keeps creeping up on me. Excuse me. But from what I am to understand, oh, that's not far in dragon. Notice how everything just looks fucking rotted out and whatnot. That is that she got infected with the scarlet rot, and in being infected with the scarlet rot, it took away her mobility, her wings and her limbs, and that's why she is completely dependent upon other dragons to, well, do anything for her. What I'm going to try and do, if I don't have a dragon sneak up on me, which is actually in and of itself kind of messed up. How do you have a whole dragon sneak up on you? I'm gonna try and trigger the glitch, which is, from what I'm to understand, if you kill Grail and hurry up to the, what's the one I'm looking for, the Grace that's right behind me, by the Fort Farah, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, you'll get the you'll get the runes, but Grail will not disappear. But I've never triggered that exploit, and actually I don't think I know any exploits now that I think about it. So the whole reason we're doing this runes, as you can see, I've only got 4, well, technically 5 flasks, 6 if you count those flask of wonders physics. I'm trying to power up as much as I can, and I want to get powerful. I mean, what else can you say? Who else? Why else would you come to Cavalry and fight this dragon early game? Which is obviously what I'm doing, because you see, I've got 2 Uchi Katanas now. You see one on my left hand, one on my right. I got the Fire Drake talisman. I've only got 1 talisman slot. Gotta remember to put that on there. Yep. So we can get even more. I don't know how long it'll take to kill her, and I don't know how much the bleed proc will. I'm probably playing with fire right now, I'm not gonna lie. Common sensibility should be, hey, use it now, but like I said, I'm trying to get the most out of everything. There we go. And now we're going to kill her. We're going to kill her dead. There we go. Ride off into the sunset as fast as we can. Probably should have did it by the tail. And we messed up. Something tells me we messed up. I don't see her. But I don't know. I tried. I'm actually kind of excited. Not just for the gameplay, because I love Elden Ring, but for those of you that know me in real life, you know that I also play Dungeons and Dragons and things like that. And not only do I play games like that, tabletop games, I am in the process of creating my own. Now, I am working on my own game, and it's based off of the storyteller system of the White Wolf company, the White Wolf series, The World of Darkness, and I played that over 2 decades ago. Yeah, I have Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, Werewolf the Apocalypse. I have Mage the Ascension, Demon the Fallen, Mummy the Resurrected, and I have Hedwig Mage rather. I have Earthbound Demons. I have there's the other races for the changing breeds. I have small supplemental books, as they're called, and I took from that formula to make my own style of world. I don't know. I don't have an. I'm not good with naming my worlds, but I'm good with the systems. I'm good with stories and things like that. If you guys have read, if you guys have listened to my audiobooks, my little audiobooks, you know I'm pretty good with a story. Or if you even bought my actual books, you know I'm good with a story. Still trying to find a bigger audience for that, because I'm very proud of my writing. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. And other than one book, because somebody was a dickhead internationally, I've got 5 stars across the board. Somebody rated it less than 5 stars one time, and all you need is just one time it takes you down. I'm 4.75 stars on Battle World, and that's actually one of my favorites to write. And I'm working on episode 2 right now. But let me get back to the to what I was saying. Something died. I've never played a necromancer before, and usually what I do is I play a warrior or a mage knight. Even in this, I play a mage knight. You guys know I have magic, but that bitch is shooting at me. I have magic, but I prefer to keep things physical. I like a physical fight. I like one-on-one. I'm playing as a necromancer. I was about to say field testing. I'm play testing the mechanics, story-wise, for my my storyteller style game, and I'm playing as a necromancer. Now we're starting off basic stuff. The different schools I have are different than what it were for, if you are familiar with Sorcerer the Hedwig Mage. I keep saying mage. Which, yes, I did. Now that I think about it, I did not. That's Grail. Grail and Grayol. We killed Grayol. That's Grail. The hedge. It's like elves and stuff like that. The dreamcasting worlds and stuff like that. That's one of the books I don't have. One of the base books I don't have. I do regret that, but the World of Darkness has come to an end, and like I said, I've had my books for over 20 years, so I don't even know where to get them. Maybe online, but I also play a game called Rifts occasionally, and the original book that I have, they don't even make that anymore, and I found that out years ago because I thought one of my kids did something to my book, and I had to get a replacement. And I was just at the comic shop describing what it looked like to the guy. He was like, "Does it look like this?" And he pulled up a picture of it. I was like, "Yeah, it looks just like that." He's like, "Dude, they don't make those anymore." I'm like, "Well, shit." And I've deviated from the story yet again. Apologies. But what I'm excited about is playing as a necromancer. the way it states is you can bring zombies to life, but after the flesh is stripped, I mean, it takes years to let the decay set in for a body to rot and decompose. But after the flesh is stripped and everything, you can animate a skeleton, and that's the part that got me. And I'm sitting there like, wait, straight, you can animate a skeleton. But I also started looking at it like you can Frankenstein a zombie. And what I mean by that is you kill something, mess around with its organs and its body structure and composition, make it so like now it has 4 arms, or like a snake tail or something like that, or maybe the head is now like instead of a human head, it's got like a lion's head, so now it can have bite attacks, strong bite attacks, and then animate it. There's nothing that's set in the original text for what I was drawing from the inspiration. There's nothing that says you can't do that. So me pulling over, I'm like, necromantic living weapons. They're not so much living weapons. Like, you take ligaments and bone and spinal cord and bone and make what's the word for like a bone whip, or not even just a bone whip, a chain blade, not a chain blade, because that's the chainsaw swords. A sword whip, like, was it a rose petal whip in this? Yeah. Make a venom whip out of a dead snake and have it strike on command. And every time it hits something, it bites into them. And since the venom still works because it's technically still living and it's going to take years for it to decompose like that, you've got it bites. It bites down and it's poison damage. Electric eels. Take their organs and have something pumping and have it bound to your will. You have an electric sword. Things to that degree. And I thought about it, and I'm sitting there like that. That's actually very, very, very useful, but it's also very powerful because even at they don't have actual levels like how they do here in a lot of RPGs. Is you level up your stats and things, you get experience, but you don't have an actual level like level 1, level 2, level 3. And you have the paths that you follow, they're leveled, but not the actual character in and of itself. So even from the beginning, and this is like this is a beginning character, like fresh off the creation chart. I used freebie points to increase the knowledge of necromancy to level 3. Now after I've done that, because he studies 3 schools: alchemy, necromancy, and shadow sorcery. Alchemy is level 2 because it takes 7 freebie points to go from level 1 to level 2. And it took 21 points to take from level 1 to level 3 with the necromancy to get what I wanted, which is I went at the beginning to be able to, screw you, hippie, to animate the dead, make my own zombies. Oh, damn, I got one shot. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, he had this. Yeah, I got one shot. Gray old dragon barrel. I got one shot. I don't know how to feel about that. Alright, here we go. About to go get my runes. But yeah, okay. Alchemy is level 2. and I have Shadow Bolt, which I shoot. The way my world works is it's not true magic. True magic has been smothered. It's now a world where you have to, whatever. It's like, say you're trying to cast a fire spell. You have to have something. You have to have a fire present. You have to use your own body heat, which actually damages it damages you after a while. Or you have to like have something that burns that corresponds to fire, like tinder and flint, or like a piece of wood, or like say ash. And then you can use that as the reagent, as the point to connect to fire. And it's, yeah, no, we ain't fucking with them. We're not fucking with them. I'm sorry, whatever I did, I'm sorry, my bad. You got it, cuz, you got it. And then you can cast your fire spell. And in casting it, the reagent is burned up. It is consumed by your spell. That's why if you use your own body heat, your body temperature drastically lowers. It's like, I want to say damn near 10 degrees, if I remember my own rulebook correctly. So with shadows, in Shadow 3, you have to have shadows. Now, one way to do it with what I do is close your hand. Close your hand, and your palm and your fingers automatically create a shadow in your palm. And as you do that, you fling it, and you can cast Shadow Bolt. What Shadow Bolt does is it shoots icy shadows at somebody. It does cold damage. And if you actually hit in like the face area, it has a chance to straight blind the person for a certain amount of turns. But we about to go straight to this tree. See what you got. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got one. Sacred Tear. I mean, Golden Seed Bed. Sacred Tears are from the other thing. The churches. Now, that's his one straight up offensive spell. Get up there, you fucking horse. You gonna get us killed. We're about to ride up on the side, because I ain't messing with you. The Alakis is beating my ass. Which means you going to breathe in my general direction, and that's going to be at. So yeah, that's his offensive spell. His alchemy spell, not spells, but his alchemy. It's he can do potions and things, but not to the greatest of effects. So mixing alchemy with necromancy is where he has the best of effects. And now that I came to the realization that I can have living weapons, or undead weapons as it were, when the next time we play, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause my guy, he's a necromancer, yeah, but he's not one of those necromancers that's just like, oh, well, I'm trying to take over the world with an undead army and this and that. He was part of a church that thought they were doing good, and he thought they were doing good. He thought they were going about protecting people and whatnot. But he became disillusioned with all the stringent, what's what I'm looking for, the rules and everything they had. And when he found out that people weren't being treated the way they said they were being treated, the dead were not being cremated or anything like, they were being made into undead soldiers that served the necromancy people. After he had been brought into the inner circle, he was like, straight, let me get the hell away from these people. So with what limited skills, he has a book that he studies, but with what limited, and between, oh, you son of a bitch, where'd you go? Between his alchemical skills and the necromancy, he left, and he opened up, he became part of, rather, a bar. He brews strong drink, and from that. He brews strong drink, and he brews healing potions to help with people, ailing people. So he helps out where he can, so that he can be left alone. Like, he has his own little house on the outskirts of town, and he has a zombie, a big zombie, of a dude, and which is funny because I named him Brutus. As I said, he's a bigger zombie. If you ever seen Game of Thrones, kind of like the Mountain. Not exactly that big, because that dude's a genetic goddamn freak. But yeah, like, he's a bigger guy, like Brock Lesnar type dude. Very dangerous if he grabs you or something to that degree, but he's slow. And my horse is dead. Or, well, gone. But he's slow. So, he's strong, but he follows basic instructions. So, my character goes out and he gets herbs and compounds and whatnot, and Brutus makes sure that everything is safe. And we kicked his ass. Tibia Manor, Death Root. Yep. So we're gonna feed that to Gorank, aka Malakath. But obviously an adventure's coming. Well, we're dealing with an adventure. My roommate, Diddywan, she's playing as a cleric. So what I'm going to do is, because I was thinking about undead weapons, a pufferfish mace or a pufferfish flail. The family heads, which is in this game, there's a necromancer who uses the heads of his family as weapons chained onto a small stick. And I thought about that after I thought about, like I said, bringing animals back to life partly to use them to enhance weapons. So pufferfish are poisonous. Tell them to puff up and extend or retract, and obviously you got to be careful with the weapon because it can damage you too, and it's poisonous. But that's also why my character deals in alchemy, so he can deal with anti-venoms and ways to slow poison. Kind of excited about that. So we're having downtime right now, so what I'm going to do is basically get me a venom whip, kind of like the coil shield here. You get a shield and all of a sudden the snake lashes out and bites, and this percentage, like, it can build up poison. Coil shield, venom shield. And what I used to do is I coat my blade in oil, and I had a thing of oil in the sheath, and then like I strike it on tinder and flint, and then I have a flaming sword, and then I smother the flames. So I might still keep the flaming sword, but maybe I'll do something like an electric sword too. Because I play my guy more so kind of like a witcher. He goes around, he solves problems like killing monsters and things. And whenever something rots off of Brutus, he replaces it with something new. And he usually just keeps a bear for the size of Brutus. You know, to help with the strength. Because there aren't too many big people for him to just keep lopping parts off of. So I'm kind of Frankenstein and Brutus to keep him in operable condition, and I keep oils and scents on him so the smell of death doesn't waft up from him. Oh, okay, oh yeah, no, I just want to say that again, no. We are getting GTFOing. was not ready for that. Yeah, no. I'm probably gonna keep doing the I'm probably gonna go back and doing the disrespectful bouncer series. A lot has happened. I've actually split a guy's head open while at work. I'm not sure I should be talking about stuff like that, but the guy threatened to shoot the place up. Luckily, he's never been back. So I may share that story next time. But as of right now, I am very excited for my little idea. Like I said, I've never played a necromancer before. So you got this warrior mage rolling up with his undead cohort who yeah, I see you. Alright, I hear. Well, one Night Cavalry whooped our ass. Let's see if we can find another one. So yeah, most people avoiding.
You there.
I'll come back for you,
Help
Bob.
us out, Cully.
I promise.
You?
But I like that. Like, it's a lot of storyteller elements to it, and that's actually parts I like because, while don't get me wrong, I like combat. I like feeling powerful. It's a story that drives the game. You're done. All three. Let's see if I can get that now. Fine. Gotcha. Now it's your turn, punk. It's go time. You're not as strong as your cohorts. At least I hope you're as strong as your cohort. I'm missed. Yeah, you ain't as strong. We got one shot over there. Make them switch hands. That's something I always noticed. See, they come. Damn it, missed again. They're right-handed, but they can switch weapon hands. So what you do is, what I'm trying to do right here is go to the off hand, make them, because it takes a little bit for them to switch hands, and it's kind of awkward. Come on, come on. See, he keeps trying to keep me on his right side. And, pump. Miss. I'm trying to stay on his left. Miss. What are these hitboxes? Come on. Gotcha. No, stab him. There we go. That's what I was going for. Stab to the chest. Now I got you. Well, we didn't beat the first Night Cavalry, but we beat the second one. Repeating thrusts. So now that we got I want to say some kind of vengeance. I feel like we're good to go. We beat 2 bosses in this one episode. And I'm about to sneak up on and shank the shit out of this guy. Gotcha. So, this would actually be a good point. Damn. Good part to end the video. We just beat 2, like I said, we just beat 2 bosses. and I'm kind of happy about that. So, if you're new to the channel, even if you're not new to the channel, and you like what you saw, hit the like, subscribe button, hit the notification button, and the bell. I try to do upload dumps once to twice a week, and I usually drop 2 to 3 videos per upload dump. And yeah, my next one is going to be probably about Rick and Vegeta, or Rick versus Doctor Who. One of those. And as soon as I can, I'm going to get back to doing Spooky Scary Sundays, because I work every other Sunday now. Again, for those of you that come into my job, you know this. But down in the description below is going to be links to the books that I have published. As I state, I'm still working on writing and finishing certain books. Writing does take a little bit, especially when you don't have as much time as you want. On top of that, I'm also working on designing and playtesting tabletop role-playing games, several, because I want several finished products to be out when we're ready to get all those out of there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging with me. I'm King Sway. In the meantime, in between time, always with these peace signs, I'm your main man, King Sway, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys.